So I have been fielding a lot of questions from my family and friends asking who I voted for in the NYC mayoral election. And I just want to remind everyone that, that can be a really personal decision and not necessarily something you need to share. That's the beautiful thing about living in a democracy is that, whether or not you disagree, whether or not you have discourse and fights and hate, we need to come together and take our energy to the ballot box. Okay, and we need to remember that the most beautiful thing about living in a free world is that we can love thy neighbor and still disagree fundamentally on certain things. Like, I think we shouldn't judge each other based on who we vote for or the content of our character or our value system, like who we think deserves to live or die or not, or who touched on who, whatever. Like, if as long as we just exercise our right to engage in a fair and joyous election process, then that makes everything worth it, and that's all the answer you need. So if anyone else out there is just like me and moved to New York a couple weeks ago, really interested in certain issues and is excited to join their fellow New York electorate in tackling these issues, then vote with your conscience and your heart. Vote for who you think is going to tackle those issues and who has the most experience doing so. And that's like number one, and whether or not you vote for, well, just do it's a personal decision. So yeah, that's just all I wanted to say. I hope everyone has a great day. I'm gonna go ride the subway for the first time and see how it goes.